Neil Moss, a 20-year-old student at Oxford University, set out with friends to explore Hilltop Cave in Castleton, England. The limestone cave featured extremely narrow and dangerous passages. After navigating several tight corridors, Neil attempted to enter a newly discovered 12-meter tunnel. Being slim, he volunteered to go first. However, as he reached a bend, a rock pressed against his abdomen and trapped him. He tried to free himself but couldn't. Taking a risky move, he exhaled most of the air from his lungs, tightened his body, and pushed downward. His abdomen passed through, but his shoulders got stuck again. With effort, he squeezed through, only to find the rope ladder bunched up. Exhausted, he decided to rest before attempting to climb back out. When he tried to ascend, he slipped and fell back into the bend. The space was so tight that he couldn't bend his legs to use the ladder properly. He returned to the same rocky point and got stuck again. This time, his shoulders were completely jammed. Weak and in a low oxygen environment, Neil began to hallucinate and told his friends to leave him. His companions rushed out for help. Rescue teams arrived, but the lack of oxygen caused some members to faint before even reaching Neil. They brought oxygen tanks to increase air levels in the cave, which helped Neil regain consciousness. Medical personnel assessed his condition. It was dire. They attempted to break the rock using hand tools, but it had no effect. Another idea was to dig an alternate tunnel, but the cave's rock was too hard and machines couldn't be brought in. Manual digging would take too long, and Neil likely wouldn't survive. Eventually, someone suggested a grim plan. If they couldn't break the rock, perhaps they could break Neil's collarbone to pull him out. A slim rescuer entered with a crowbar and explained the plan to Neil, who only stared back silently. He began striking Neil's collarbone, but the tight space made it impossible to use full force. After several attempts, Neil passed out from the pain, and the plan failed. 20 hours had passed. Suddenly, a thunderstorm broke outside, and rainwater flooded the cave, forcing the team to halt the rescue. When they returned, they found the passage filled with mud. Although they tried to pump it out, everyone knew it was already too late. On the third day, doctors confirmed Neil had died. His devastated father agreed to leave the body inside the cave for the safety of the rescue team. The chamber was sealed with rocks, and the site was renamed Neil's Chamber in his memory. Although the rescue operation ended in failure, the courage and determination of the team were praised by the public. Years later, the cave entrance was converted into a cinema visited by thousands of tourists. But few know the horror and despair Neil Moss endured in his final moments, trapped beneath the earth as the rain poured in and help faded away.